We'll have to tell them the reason why you do all the cooking.
And why? No, you need to tell them the reason why I make most of my coffee. I'll tell them.
Right, you tell them.
Right, because Micheline will come and say, "Do you fancy a coffee?" And I'll say, "Oh, you're making one," and she'll say, "Yes." And so I'll say, "Go on then, I'll have one." Round about half an hour later, I'll pop down the door in the sewing room and say, "Did you make that coffee?" And she'll go, "Oh, I'm sorry, no, oh."
I don't throw my hands
I'll
up like that,
make it.
like a woman, like an effeminate woman.
Well, it's poetic license.
Okay.
Poetic license. So then I make it. So the best thing is for me to make it always, because it gets made.
Right, so we'll tell them the story about why you cook in another time.
Yes, I'd save that one.
We'll save that one. Okay then. Good morning, good morning. It is Tuesday, the 22nd of April, and we are off to work again, unfortunately. Fortunately, but unfortunately. We went to work on the Monday because his guitar tutor wanted us to engrave ex-guitar tutor wanted us to engrave some plates that would go on the back of guitars that he sells.
Back plates.
The back plates. And so we went to work. We did some work there while we were there, and he didn't turn up to drop them off. We told him to post them through the letterbox, and he didn't do that. So apparently they are now through the letterbox. So we're heading off to work to pick them, to go in. I've got to engrave them, and then I've also got a couple of orders for medals to do. So we haven't got the medals at home that they've asked for, so we're going to work to pick up the medals and bring them home for me to finish and get off today.
Is that it?
That's about it, I think. I was watching last night, my daughter told me to watch some videos, the fashion videos, and one of them was called Making the Cut. And I've been enjoying watching that and seeing the designs that they do. There was a couple of designs that I actually thought were very, very nice. He came downstairs to watch them because I was watching them around about 11 o'clock at night, and he kept saying, "Oh, are they fashion things?" Didn't he?
Well, the word impractical springs to mind.
But that's fashion.
Is it?
He kept saying, "Are you supposed to wear that to go out in?" You go to BAFTA awards and things, and some of those things.
It's clothes for posers, basically. You know, somebody who wants to make a bloody fool of themselves, basically.
No, they don't. There were some lovely garments.
And pay a fortune for the privilege.
Anyway, he comes down and he catches the very end of it. And I've watched it from the start on the recommendation of my daughter. It's on Prime, called Making the Cut. If you do have Prime, it's really good. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm on to the last one, which hasn't come up yet. I was gutted because I've been watching them back to back more or less. And he went off upstairs. He says, "Well, I'm away upstairs." He says, "Is there another one?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm going to watch it." But there wasn't one, so I had to watch another one. And it was another good one, and I can't remember what it was called, but it was about using vintage clothes and recycling them. And if I can remember them, I'll tell you about it. It was really good. I've watched the first episode.
That one.
And the lady was getting young girls who would flatly refuse to wear vintage clothes and to wear recycled clothes. One girl in particular said, "Oh, I won't wear smelly clothes." And what they did was they recycled her grandmother. Her grandmother had died. Her grandmother had died a year or two back, and the presenter went through the wardrobe of the grandmother's clothes, and the grandmother wore 70s, 60s clothes, and they found a dress and they actually revamped it, and the granddaughter was stunned at what it looked like. So and she said she would wear it. So it's really good. It's a good series. I'll put it up here what it's called. Anyway, we're nearly at work. Well, we're not quite. We're about halfway there, aren't we?
Sure. Why are you putting it up there?
Because you got to put a label up there. You put a label there.
What?
Where your face is.
In the car?
No. On the video, I put it on the video to say, there, go there.
Can you do that?
You can do that. You put
that's
little things.
clever.
See, he doesn't know anything. Him, he knows nothing. I know nothing, as my father used to say. No, who used to say that? Who used to say I know nothing? I don't know. Anyway, my father's saying wasn't I know nothing. Do you know what
he knows everything.
My father's saying was in French, "Je mieux que ça." So wherever he went and he saw things, he would always look at them and say, "Je mieux que ça." I can do better than that. And so he always, and I'm a bit like that. Do you remember when we first got married? We used to go.
Father, daughter.
We used to go to cafes and would sit in the cafe and I'd say, well, if they did this and they did that and they did the other, they'd get a lot more customers. Yeah, so that was his name. He said he'd love to come back into the world. It was J. Muxa, which is that's what he's. So if I go looking for a J. Muxa, that might be him who's come back to haunt us. Anyway, I shall leave you now, and we're going to get into work and get our jobs done. It's Wednesday the 23rd of April. It is 10 to 11 in the morning. I've been in the shower, haven't had a chance to get my hair washed, get my hair dried, so it's just tousled any old way, no makeup, because I've had to get an order ready to go out ASAP. So I'm busy finishing it off. We've got quite a few things, some plates I'm doing here. I'll go a bit closer. This is someone, these are doctors, I think, that they're either doctors or eye specialists in a hospital, and other people, probably mainly doctors, and these are for their eye, I don't know what they're for, loops, which are usually magnifying things, so it's probably the loads of little glasses that they have to magnify. And it's a company that I do little plates for. They're always asking me to do plates for new I don't know if they're newly qualified doctors, or whether they're just people, oh, stop that, or whether they're just people who just have bought new equipment, and this company supplies the equipment and they do the names for them. So I'm trying to get this done, then I shall get myself ready, and then we're going to go off and deliver we've got to go to the couriers to drop 2 parcels off, and we've got to go to the Royal Mail sorting office to drop a lot of letters off, a lot of little orders that I've done. So busy. Good morning. Now then, one of the people commented yesterday and said their husband loves singing British rock and roll and he'd love to chat with you. I told her that if it's rock and roll, if it's to do with British pop music, you'll chat.
Oh yeah, of course.
Just to put you straight on that little video I put up last night about the refashioned clothes, that wasn't my sister who made it. It was my sister's stepdaughter who makes them. She is very into fashion design, and she used to do marquetry. Sorry, I've gone really wide there. Hang on. She used to do marquetry, and she used to do modern marquetry on wardrobes and things. And then she suddenly decided that she didn't want to do that anymore. She wanted to do dressmaking, so she's been doing some dressmaking instead.
Is this Patricia?
This is Patricia, yes. Very, very talented indeed.
And good looking.
He always knows that.
organised?
I'm not organised. No, I've told them already that we're delivering parcels.
Oh.
Dried my hair. Do you like my array of colours on the hair, ending in pink at the bottom? I thought I'd just chalk some colour onto my hair to match the top that I've got on. Oh, and you can't really see. I'll show you when I'm out of the car. But I've a little jacket that I bought. It was white. I bought it last year, I think it was. White, and I dyed it black. It's like a denim jacket, and it's turned out with the stitching showing up. And last September, when we went to Dundee, I spent some time embroidering it. So I'll show you what it's like. It's kind of a Japanese embroidery, and so I went.
Excuse me.
What?
Not Dundee.
Not Dundee.
Dumfries.
Dumfries. Do you know, all my life I've been lousy on names. All my life. I don't know if I've already told you this story, but when I used to sit in the classroom, when I used to be in the classroom with the kids, they'd all come in and I'd do a little plan of where they all sat, and then this would be September, they'd all come in and I'd get to know who they were. I'd always know the baddies at the front, and I always forgot the ones who were quiet, the ones who didn't do anything or didn't even, they were kind of middle of the road and didn't say much. And I used to keep saying to the baddies that I had at the front, what's the name of that girl over there? And they would say, Miss, she's called Sandra. Right, okay, Sandra. And then the next lesson, or the next 2 lessons later, what's the name of that little girl over there? Miss, it's Sandra. two or 3 lessons later, what's the name of that little girl over there? Miss, do we not take it in, Sandra?
I can actually confirm all of this, as I have been called every name under the sun in the last 20 years.
Yes, well, but I know I've been like that ever since I was little, so I'm not worried about it. So anyway, we'll catch you up later when we're returning from our parcel deliveries. Delivered the parcels. We've been to the sorting office to drop off the post, and we've decided that we're going to go to a cafe for a coffee. The same cafe as we went to on Monday. Yeah. There's not much choice.
I'm sorry. There are some magnificent choc chip cookies.
Choc chip cookies, yes. There's choc chip cookies, and you can drink your coffee al fresco.
Yeah. He's a very strange character, is al fresco. But apparently he's immune to coronavirus.
Yeah, right. So we're going to, what should we call the cafe? El Wado Cafe. We are going to
Chez Nous.
The cafe called Chez Nous. Yeah, that's where we're going to. The cafe called Chez Nous, because it's a lovely, beautiful, beautiful day again. Blue skies, very wispy clouds. Wispy. And are we going the long way or the short way? Short way.
We'll go the scenic route.
And like the other day, he's decided, because I always say, you're driving, so you make the decision. We are going the scenic route. We are going, instead of going straight home,
we're going to go past our favourite pub.
We'll go past our favourite pub.
And just for old time's sake.
I'll turn you around. Right, so this is, white-sided building is our favourite pub. tawny owl. But sadly, like everything else, that's the do lovely meals there. Sadly, like everything else, it's closed. So it's a bumpy road, this. We're now at the cafe called Chez Nous with a chocolate chip cookie, a cup of coffee, and another one for him.
Speciality dish
Is
Heinz baked beans
with a paintbrush in it
with a
and a piece
paintbrush.
of wood.
Eating Heinz
Break greens.
beans. Eating Heinz baked beans. No, baked. What are they?
Baked beans.
Baked beans. I feel like Boris Johnson.
Baked beans.
Baked beans. Everybody should take baked beans and isolate themselves for at least 4 weeks, completely only with baked beans as an absolute cure for the COVID virus. Once they've done this, they'll be able to conquer the world, as will Great Britain and the great British people. I give you baked beans.
So these chocolate chip cookies, we've decided we do like them. Who made them? You did. And you took the recipe from the Bureau flour.
The
book.
modern one though, not the
Don't talk with your mouth full.
Oh, excuse me, sorry everybody. They were we used the modern Bureau baking book. We also have the original one, which has some quite different recipes.
You don't have the original one.
We do.
Not
What's
the original one. Not the one that's the oldest.
Well, the one that comes from the 50s.
No, but there's some that come back from before that. Ours isn't from the 50s.
I mean, I'm talking the original one in my life.
You don't have a 50s one.
A facsimile of the original one in my life. How's that?
Ah, that's better.
Yeah.
Because we're on a mission to find out who's got the oldest Bureau book. Jacqueline sent a video saying that she had an older one than mine.
Never.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. When we go to my mum's next, we'll have to raid the kitchen. She's 93.
I bet she still hasn't. I bet she's got rid of it.
She throws stuff away, does my mum. Bless her. So including the memory now.
How is your mum coping? Everybody keeps asking me about your mum.
She's all right. We figured the best, or at least I did, because I know her better than anybody alive, being her oldest son. Just make her laugh, and when she forgets things, just act as
Agree
if
with her.
it's normal. Yeah, just and make her laugh and tease her about it a little bit, because she quite likes that, because it makes her laugh. And laughter is the best medicine. So she's happy, and we usually have a good natter when we're in, which is all we can do these days. But that will change. We would give them a tablet and a screen and things, which technology.
Well, we bought her one of those moving photograph holders. What do you call them? I can't remember what you call them. They were like where you upload all your photos and it moves.
Electronic photo album.
Yeah, we bought her one of those, and I think she had it up for a week and then it disappeared, and I said, where is it? And he said she'd put it down behind the TV. But I think, I don't know what,
He's hidden it.
I think he's hidden it because I think he didn't like the fact that there was lots of old photos that he wasn't on.
My dad. I put some of my dad on, we wouldn't like that.
So we've actually, tell them about the thing that we've just bought. What's it called?
That Facebook thing.
What's it called?
It's
we can never remember the
we
name.
did this last time.
I know, couldn't remember what it was.
And then I remembered, and now I've forgotten it.
Yeah.
It's called
P. Does it begin with a P?
Do you think I've got dementia?
No, I think we just got forgetfulness.
P or a C.
P.
It's It's called a...
Anyway, they advertised it on TV. It might come to you in a minute. They advertised it on TV because it follows you around the room. And we wanted to get a big...
No, it doesn't actually follow you around the room like a dog would.
It does?
No, a dog would patter around after you. You made it sound as though it walks around after you.
No, as you were moving around the room, the camera lens moves. Yeah. Anyway, the camera lens moves, and so we and it zooms in. So when you're sat down, it'll zoom you closer. So like that, yes, it'll zoom closer like that. And the kids were saying when we did the quiz on Saturday night, they were saying that it was amazing how clear it was. What is it called?
The quality of the sound apparently was so good
That they could hear us talking.
They got all their answers off us.
They kept saying, we were whispering to each other the answers, and then they kept turning around saying, "Mum, we can hear you."
So we only came second.
Now then, no, what I can't remember what it's called. It's a portal. That's it.
It was
I was thinking of Peebo, which is my grandson's little teddy bear that he carries around all the time.
It's the Facebook portal.
Facebook portal. That's it. Yes.
It's good.
It's really good. It was on offer, so we got it. But everybody had bought the two. It's in 3 sizes. Everybody bought the 2 bigger sizes, so we had to get the smallest one, which is about the size of a Kindle.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Size of a Kindle. And I should turn around here because you've been looking at him all the time.
I'm not that bad looking, am I?
No, you're not that bad looking. Well, your hair's tidy for a change.
Is it? Honestly, I have to
Isn't his hair tidy, girls and ladies and gentlemen?
have to do something about that.
Oh, that's awful, that. Anyway, it says my battery's going to run out soon, so I'm going to have to switch you off and catch you later while I charge my phone battery. Friday 23rd of April, His Lordship, who's sitting over here, has just been shopping. That's him. I'll turn it round. Who's it?
That's me.
Yeah. And he has bought... how we're putting weight on. He's bought these lovely, what are they called?
God knows.
God knows. They're called a God knows. But they're very nice. They're very, very... I haven't tasted mine yet, but from previous experience they are. They're French, he said. We do get them when we go to France. And usually I stick with the plain ones and you have the chocolate ones and the ones with everything in. But I tend to just stick to the croissant. But this is a little treat now and again. It's really nice. So I'm going to stop talking to you because I'm going to eat it. I'm going to enjoy and eat it.